everyone. We are working with place value. This is a lesson, an example of how to identify the value of a number. So let's say you're in your workbook, you're on a worksheet, you're at home doing your homework, and it says, what's the value of the number? What's the value of the highlighted digit? Compare the values. Well, it does take a few steps, and I'm going to show you how. So go ahead and get whatever you're working on out and follow along, and hopefully this will help you. I did an example. I have 4 numbers here, okay? And let me fix this number here for you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to first read each of the numbers. So the numbers are written in here, here, and here, and here. Can you read those out loud to yourself, to someone, maybe a partner next to you? What would these digits be? Okay, so we have 4,320, 26,074, 279, 42,063,510. Did you hear that each one was a little bit different? The reason we can hear it different is because we're using different words. And the only reason why we can say it the way we said it, which was the right way, is because we understand place value. Each number is sitting in a place, so it has a certain value. And that's how I know that this number, for example, is a lot bigger than this number. And I bet you saw that too. How do you know that? You might not think you know place value, but you definitely do if you were able to just notice that. This number is a lot bigger, and we know that because of place value. Remember, we relate place value, I like to relate it to a parking lot. Every single number has a certain spot on the place value. Each of these digits is sitting in a place, so they have a different value. So if it each has its own place, it's easy for us to identify the value of a specific number. I circled all the 2s because each of these 2s has a different value. Even though it's the same digit, it's a 2, each one is worth a different amount. And so I did an example right here, and then I'm going to ask you guys to try these 3 either on your own, with someone, or maybe with a group of your classmates in class, okay? So here we go. This number was 4,320. The 2 is sitting in the tens place. If it's sitting in the tens, I can multiply the 2 times the 10 to get its value. And remember, I want the value of just one digit. The digit I wanted to find out, or the value of the digit, was the 2. So I took that digit, multiplied it times a 10 because it's in the tens place, and that'll give me the value of that digit. It's worth 20. You can also cover up all the other numbers with zeros and read what you have left. I'm left with 20. So go ahead and try these 3. I'll give you some time. And then as soon as you're done, let's see how you did, and I'll go through each of these with you. All right, let's go ahead and see how you did. This 2 is sitting in the 10,000s. How do you write 10,000? Just like that. What's the digit we're identifying? The 2. So I can go ahead and multiply that, and that would give me 20,000. So the value of this 2 is 20,000. While the value of this 2 was only 20, again, because of the place it decided to park in. The 2 parked here in the tens place, so it's worth 20. The 2 parked over here more to the left. It parked in the 10,000 spot, so it's worth 20,000. This 2 is worth a lot more than this 2, based on what place it's in the number, okay? So down here, 279. Did you hear me say the place out loud when I say 279? This 2 is in the hundreds place. So I can do 2 times 100, and the value then would be 200. This 2 is a little bit further down the line to the left as the numbers get bigger. It's in the millions. 2 times 1 million would give me 2 million. Remember the other trick? You can cover up the other digits with zeros, and if I did that, I would still get the same answer. 20,200, 2 million. So now can you compare the value of the 2 in each of these digits or each of these numbers? Go ahead and tell someone next to you which one is the biggest. Which 2 had the biggest value? It is this one, because it was sitting in the millions place. Think of the place like the parking spot. This 2 is worth a lot more. It went for the million place value spot. It went to the place parking spot of 1 million. So it's worth 2 million. There's a very short example of how we identify the value of a digit. I hope that helps you guys. And don't forget to watch my other examples with place value.